my handle up a little bit. That's good. Okay. Uh, well, here. Uh, Take my glasses. The old timer had to read the fine print. When in doubt, check the fine print out.
Oh my gosh.
Uh, we don't have anybody watching now. They so discouraged about a while ago. Here we are in the jungle. We had, by the way, this is old Mac down here in the woods. Well, there'll be some light here soon. Right, we're in kind of like a, overcast right now. But as soon as that clouds move over, it's going to be good. Maybe I can move this out a little bit more. There we go. Old Mac here in Alabama, sitting here. See, everybody else a while ago came on. They go, oh, hell, it's him again. It's him. Well, here we are on the back deck. If you look over my shoulder right here where I'm pointing, right there, that little gray looking thing sticking up right there. At one time, there was a real good weather station. It had 5 sensors. It could check everything. It could check wind, how much rain we're getting per minute, lightning. Oh,
Hey, Mac. I bring you some water.
who is this? Who are you bringing water for?
Come on, Mac. Take the water.
I couldn't hear. I heard a little tiny squeaking voice say, hey, man, oh, man. Thank you, sweetheart. Is this ice cold?
Yeah.
You sure this is water? This is not pure vodka now, is it?
I make no promises. Nectar of
That
the
must
gods.
be Dollar General water. It's 40 proof.
It's nectar of the gods, I tell you. Nectar of the gods.
Nectar of the gods.
Or in this case, the goddess.
Anyhow, for those that's not watching, oh, there's one watching now. All right. Yay. I knew we'd get somebody in here. Some poor innocent person strayed by and said, what the hell is this? This is old Mac here in the jungle. If y'all, while you're looking at me here, you don't have to look at me. You can look in the background. Sometimes you see a raccoon coming out of the woods right there in that hole right there. And right over here, there's another place the raccoons come out. And they always come up here on the deck. And I thought I'd sit out here this afternoon and maybe you would see a raccoon. If it does, he'll get up here and he'll sit here and I'll give him a little sip of my drink. And oh, we had a good ride today. We went to went to get tacos. Oh, somebody came on and then went away as soon as it came on. I bet you this I bet there's people I see Ray, I believe it's Ray Gregory, but hey, see, I'm having a problem. Comments will not stay on the screen. This sorry piece of crap. Ray Gregory said, if I hold the screen down, that's crazy. You should not have to hold the screen down, but I will. Good evening, old Mac. How's the ride? The ride was excellent. Oh, at 6 said that. Good evening, old Mac. How are you doing? Well, I wish I could make maybe if I can get her attention, she'll bring me another phone and I can use this phone to check that computer, to check that box and check that over there. And see, now another one flashed up, but hell, I can't tell what you're saying. Nobody, it just poof, it just comes on and goes off. Sorry piece of crap. Anyhow, I had a great ride. We we didn't encounter any kind of problems. Got some really good tacos, and we've already eat them up. I'm sitting out here with my hat on my head because when the sun comes out, it's going to come out here shortly. Um, it's spotty because we're having and hello sick. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you there. I can't see you. I saw your name just pop up. Just for a macro second. Now there's four people in there. They're probably having something nice to say, but I hate this piece of garbage. You can't imagine the level of hate I have for this garbage. Technology. See how the light is fading in and out. Big heavy clouds overhead. But when it does burn the clouds back, it's hotter than Hades here. Oh, it's almost got dark on me there. I don't have anybody that I can turn to here, not in this portion of Alabama, that would have the level of technology it would be like stop by and say, oh, here's what you got to do right here. I went on the internet yesterday and I said, my damn messages, the text messages while I'm doing a live stream comes and fades off the screen. Well, yesterday they would stay up there if I touched the screen, but today now they fade in and out. I did what they told me to do. I changed the timing, and well, it wasn't to be. No, I don't have. I can drive 30 miles in any direction. There's not another ham in the area, or not another person that does live. There's nobody. This is what you call the technology dead zone. I come from a world of extremely high technology. And then I don't have nothing here. Well, what am I whining for? I've been here for be 30 years next August. I just turned 29 years here at this house. And we've had nothing for 29 years. I've had a huge satellite sitting out there, garbage. I've had a couple others. Couple other services. I had the one in Aniana, 44 miles from here. It was no good because it come off the AT&T tower, which is 4 miles away, and that's at the very end. In fact, AT&T says we can't provide you service in that area. You know, sometimes they'll say we can't provide you service in that area unless you give us extra $100. And then they can always manage to bring up some service. He said, no, I don't care who you are. You can't have no service out there. So I struggled till here just 1 month ago. And somebody said, a guy, one of the service people that came out here, he had T-Mobile. Now I don't use T-Mobile for a phone service, but he said T-Mobile's got a whole new internet system. I said, I already tried T-Mobile. I called them. They said, I'm sorry, we don't service that area. But he said, oh, this is all new. I go, oh, okay. So I gave him a call, and the guy said, give us your exact location. And I did. And they said, yes, we can service that area. So we got the equipment, set it all up, and here we are. Now, I don't know if I'm fading in and out. I have no way of seeing it. She was here a while ago. She brought me a cool drink. And she didn't stick around long enough. I could have had her to bring me her other phone, and I can at least see what y'all saying. I wish there was some way I could get her attention, but there's not. This old house is kind of like a rambling around old house, and she's over there a ways. Anyhow, I thought it would be a great thing to come out here this afternoon in the sunshine. I thought I had it all mastered. After I went through that thing on the internet, let me see, let me touch and see if there's anybody talking. Oh yeah, I see people up there. Well, yeah, I don't. Nobody. I wonder what that little circle is right here. Top chats, live chat. Yeah. Yeah, I want live chats, but nothing. Nothing. I didn't figure it would. Yeah, I had a real good ride. Not like Saturday's ride. Man, I'll tell you, I had a couple of flashbacks over that. How close we come to getting wiped out on I-65 because a guy. Oh, I seen something flash up there. I don't know what this does. I don't know. I see Motorbomb, Virginia. I can just, all you do is just flash up on the screen, go away. It won't stay on the screen. Yesterday it would stay longer if I'd hold my finger on it. Now if I hold my finger on it, it stays there and then goes away. If you have any knowledge on how to make my Android, this is an S23 Samsung Ultima Plus, 5 cameras, all that crap. If you can figure out some kind of way to make the text stay on, I went up there in YouTube Studios and see what they had to say, and then I went on the internet. I said, how do I make my comments stay longer on the screen so I'd have a time to read them? And I guess this is like a TikTok world we live in. You know, you only got 1.3 seconds to read it and understand it. My mind don't function that way. I need 3 seconds. That comes with age. Well, I had my dog out here. I don't know what happened to my dog. I guess she put the dog back up. But if she floats back around, I'll get her to bring her phone. That would make life so much better. I see it's trying to get brighter out here. I can take my hat off, but sure in the heck, as soon as I did, the sun's gonna like make my brains out. And I see 6 people in here, but I can't tell what they're saying, so oh, name. I see name in there. Name, and it just faded away. Having some technical difficulties here with my system. So I see other people starting to show up. I've been going over on Live Journey, and it was really a strange world we live in. I went over this morning on Live Journey, and they had the screen. They had Haifa. They're sitting there on the coast of Israel, and they was running the IMSA GT cars, and it was really a beautiful race. But just right across the border, bombs were going off and buildings were exploding. That's really a weird world we live in. It's I don't know how to describe it. Oh, I see her floating around over there. Hey, lady, floating around over there. Angelique. Man, how she waving back. See, I have to wait. I'm just like an old spider laying up in a web. I'll need the phone so I can read what they're saying. Hey, they were streaming a race at Haifa. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was the goddamn craziest thing I ever seen. I mean, hey, look, I know life has got to go on, and that's a good positive attitude that life is going to go on. But hell, right across the border, life wasn't going on, or maybe it was being terminated.
Me?
I need for you to bring your extra phone out here so I can actually. It's look like I can see it on the screen now. I don't know how long it's going to stay. It's back, but bring it anyhow. Oh, there's my dog. Hey, buddy. um, now it's quit. Maybe now, yeah, it's quit now. It's staying solid. So if there's any other comments, I'll never know. Unless it's awkward that you have to reach up here and stream it. Oh hell, not even worth doing. Well, name, as you can see, this is what old Mac looks like. We've talked, we've chatted with a lot of people around the world, and I saw Dragon Queen. She was on here. Now all the text went away. It's like a miracle. Now she's gonna turn hers on. I won't need anything except the phone, and turn yours in vertical like that so I can lay it on my leg and read it. Oh yeah. All right. Okay. This way I can keep up with what y'all saying. Well, that may not restart the phone, Matt. Oh. Yeah, but I'd have to start the live stream thing all over. It just a while ago, we lost it, had to go back and retitle it and start a whole new, another video. Well, I'm seeing it on her phone, but let me see what you had to say, Motorbomb. I see the Desert Outlaws in there. I can rolling with T-Bone. Good people keep slipping in the. Oh, slipping in the like. Oh, people. Yeah, I look down here on the screen to read, and no, thank you. See, I'm an old guy. See, it hops on the screen up there and then goes away. On that screen, the one I'm looking straight at, there's a lot of good people in there. Rolling of T-Bone, good afternoon to you. Having some technical difficulties. See, just hopping on the screen and going right away. Pew, it comes up and there's no, even my brain works reasonably well for 84. There's 2 by 4. I call him 2 by 4. Make sure my little dog stays out here, okay?
He's right behind you.
I know. He's my security blanket, my little guy.
Chopped liver.
Now yours is quit texting too. Maybe the whole thing's went off. No, there it is. Now it's coming up. Oh, Desert Outlaw has a premiere. Does he have it going now? If he does, I can turn this crap off. Let me know. Tell me, rolling with T-Bone, if Desert Outlaw's got a premiere that so I can turn this crap off. See, I try to squeeze a little slot in there between. I can't tell. Ray, what's that?
Oh.
I can't tell. I'm just sitting here like a goddamn big old mushroom in the dark. Oh, in 55 minutes, not yet. Oh, good. Well, I can squeeze in a little bit of time. This is a really, really terrible. Remind me to get you a big phone.
I'll take you up on that.
Yeah, like what a little baby phone she's got.
Hey,
She's
I
got
like
a
my
little
baby phone.
macro phone. Mine is the size of a bed sheet.
You named it Mac Daddy.
I have to use both of my back pockets to put it in.
Are you the one that created the Unipocket?
Yeah, it's it is known as the Mac Daddy of phones. Oh, the wonderful gentleman that has the chickens. I wake up in the morning, I go over and get on YouTube, and there be them chickens. They'll be pooping out the eggs. You see the little eggs rolling by, and all the happy, contented chickens clucking and just loving life. And he's got a beautiful music starts out with his chicken. I think that music probably makes his chickens lay better. They seem to lay quite well. Well, there's a lot of people in here, but I know some of you guys fly, but I don't know if you've been in a situation where you would be flying and you're socked in and you couldn't tell if you was inverted. That's what this is like. I know I'm transmitting and I see stuff just blip up on the screen, but enough of the whining. Let's talk about good things. Oh, let me say this. Oh. Rolling with T-Bone and Ray Gregory, cousins. I wished I had the stamina that Ray's got. Man, Ray don't ever wear out. He's like the energized bunny. He keeps going and going and going. By the way, T-Bone, I got to say, I like this premiere you got coming up. Up in the Northwest, as you know, we have the Bigfoot. And the Bigfoot hunters, every year in October, they come from Switzerland, Ireland, they come from England, they come from Australia, and they'll come up there and there's tour guides that take the people back into the Cascade Mountains to find Bigfoot. They know where they are, and they take you in, and they'll find Bigfoot poop.
And this is the year they find him.
What?
This is going to be the year they find him.
Yeah, this year, 2024. They vowed that with new electronic technology and everything, that they're going to be able to track down the Bigfoot. And but I like your series coming up that you're going to keep us all in suspense. There used to be a show I loved.
Which one?
Called Suspense. It was a show calculated to keep you in suspense.
I've never heard of that one.
Suspense, look it up. It's some really, really good shows. This morning I was watching Dave over in Australia. Thought a car was coming down our driveway. I was watching Dave over in Australia, and he was talking about movies in Australia, and he mentioned one called Stone. 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 It was a 1973 movie about a biker. He was actually a detective, and he got in with a renegade bunch of bikers in Australia, tracking down. There was a large biking gang, and they were being killed off by some member was killing off um, the other members, and he got into the gang in 1973. Australian biking movie. I've got it earmarked to watch. I'm going to watch it. I didn't get to watch it today because I went to get tacos. But do you want to come join me? You don't want to come join me? You don't have to
I'm
set
afraid
my.
I'd be called a fat ass again.
I only called you that in jest.
Uh-huh. If that's what helps you sleep at night.
Oh, Ray, battery's about dead.
What's my battery look like?
T-Bone, you saw the movie Stoned that he was talking about? Oh, that popped up on the screen over there. Seen Stone, wild movie. Oh, let me tell you, the best, you might be able to find it. It would be in the 70s because we had a chopper. Late 60s, early 70s. There was a movie came out called Cycle Gang, PHYCO Gang, and they all rode bikes, and they build this biking gang as the worst, the most throat cutting bandito type, the worst of the worst. And so they start the movie off, and you hear hundreds of motorcycles coming. I mean, it's big. They're the big hogs. I mean, you can feel the ground shaking from all of the bikes coming, and finally one skids right up to the camera, and it's a damn Step 50. And they were all riding Step 50s and moped, the little bitty, the little scooter. This guy, they robbed the bank, and when they made a getaway, his Step 50 gave up on him, and he took his gun out and shot the Step 50. That was the greatest thing that ever happened. When this bad biker shot the motor, shot it with a 44 Magnum. Cycle Gang, PHYCO Gang. I tried to get her to come over, and she went somewhere. I wish she'd come over and join me, but she could come sit on that right over there. I used to have out here a lot of furniture for the deck. This is when Ruth, my wife, was here, and it had a big. Oh, we got the glass table up in the front. We got another deck up there in the front, but I chose this one back here by the bamboo. And we had all these wicker chairs, weatherproof stuff, and well, with the raccoons, 6 years ago, I started feeding raccoons. I had the feeder sitting right back there where that gray thing is. Right there in that corner was a 55-gallon feeder right there. And I'll tell you, that wasn't a good thing to do. I should never do that. It was a joke. Women are so sensitive about jokes. Here comes the ATF. They know I've got a little patch growing over there. Salty Burger. I didn't even see him come in. Good evening to all. I'm sorry. I can't see on the screen over there. And I've got her phone now, and I can now look over and check out what people are saying. And that's a good thing. Yeah, I guess I took liberties. I shouldn't have said that, but it was an old joke. She got over it today because, see, one way a girl that's got a portly butt on them, the one way you can win them over is buy more tacos. So I took her to get some tacos, and now she's happy. You heard her a while ago; she was laughing and happy over there. So she's already forgiven old Mac. How could you not? How could you not forgive me? I'm a lovable guy. Oh, we both love tacos. We make some good tacos here, but we needed to go. We live out here where our water system is not very reliable, and during this last little storm they had, we had a lot of flooding. It broke some of the lines, and there's mud coming through our pipes, and the refrigerator cost me $45 to change out them little filters each. And so we end up having to buy water because you can't filter the water, you can't keep the mud out, and so we had to stop and get more water. We usually buy 6 gallons at a time. That's as many jugs. My truck, I can put 6 gallons of water back there, and maybe 2 cases of dog food. And then on the back, we'll put a 50-pound bag of, well, for the animals. Um, and we make that old Harley work. I need to put some more air in the airbags because we're just hauling more and more junk. And you know, it needs to be. It's got you have to pump it up, put it at the right level. I thought it was all automatic, but it's not. It doesn't leak, I don't think. But I started off low, and I've gradually added more air. And I got gel seats in the thing, like most people do, for the softer, easier ride. And I notice on these bad roads, you can still bottom out, or actually rough riding. And I'm too old for rough riding. Um, Nothing really has exciting happened here. We had the hurricane that brought in some storms here, a lot of flooding. Well, no, you can't drink the water out of your faucets and around. Not because where we live in the country, all our water is pumped to us, electric pumps, and up on the main line up there, it's 180 pounds of pressure on the line. What I did is I went up there and I took the regulator off. It's 275 feet up to the road down to the house. I took a ditch witch and carved me a real deep trench down through there, and I put this high pressure 400-pound pressure line, and I brought it right to the corner of the house. And over there at the corner, I've got 180 pounds of pressure because I live in a wooden house and there ain't no fire stations around here. This damn thing would go up, I'm telling you. Yeah, she'd burn good. Uh, Anyhow, so I put that, and I got the 400-pound. My hoses that I've got, I can reach all the way around the house and go upstairs with it, just in case. Yeah, even though they spend millions of dollars over there to bring us clean water, but when the pipelines break, we have old lines that's been out here in this part of the county for 50, 75 years. They're breaking every time they put in a new road or do anything. They break the line in two, and then we got mud for a few days. Air bubbles. Oh my God! You go over there. Yeah, I'd be just hissing and popping and snapping. But there's some, as Ray will tell you, that there's some really, a lot of you guys that live in the country, there's some really uh, good things about living in the country. As you notice, we don't have much noise out here. Now, the boy over here next door over there, they got 4 kids, but they didn't have any when we moved here, and he got married. In fact, um, the boy, they used to come over here and swim in our pool, and now they got married, and now he has 4 kids over here. That's what that's what 29 years of living in a place would get you. Oh, I see a beautiful lady came in here and joined us. So I guess uh, I have to make sure I don't say any bad words. Yeah, I'm trying to cut back on my bad words. I wish I knew how to make that phone there. I could read easy the text on that screen. Um, I know what you're saying, Motorbahn, Virginia. I'd be mowing the lawn out there, and I'd come in and I'd be hot. Oh, I'd come back and I'd wheel up to the house and I'd turn that hose, let it run, get cold, and drink right out of the hose. And yeah, drinking water out of the hose pipe. That's American tradition. But I, of course, now with the mud in there, I mean, um, and one time our water got where it was unfit to drink. They had a major flooding up there, and at the place where they processed the water, and the bacteria count really went up really high. Well, but you're up in Nova Scotia too. Before up in Nova Scotia, I bet you the only guy that don't drink out of a garden hose in Nova Scotia is Mr. Leahy. He prefers to drink straight out of the bottle. Oh my God! And you live that close to? I live. We have a voluntary fire department, and if you did have a fire out here, it would take them a minimum of half hour to get here, and this cracker box would be burnt down time they got here. Name, I just hope nobody was hurt in the fire at your place. Fire is a scary thing. You can't believe how many houses have burned up. Hey, I'm gonna tell you. Here's a story here in Alabama. You don't need a permit. If I want to go in and rewire and set me up a shop and rewire it, no permit required. If I wanted to build a shop over there and completely wire it myself, no permit required. Let's say I wanted to go upstairs and build an additional room up there, no permit required. What the hell I know about electricity? I just read on YouTube on how to put a J box in and stick a wire in, but um, and a lot of people do that, and their houses burn down. And I think that's the reason some of the houses burn down is because there's no code, not out here. Hell, we don't believe in no codes down here. We just do what we want when we want. Well, that's good if you're a skilled electrician and know what you're doing, but there are so many people that don't. Oh, name, I'm so happy everybody was okay. That's got to be a scary feeling. I I used to worry about what we're going to do. We don't even have a storm pit here. And in 2011, on April the 27th, 2011, we had a tornado that came right over there. I don't know if you can see right over there. And it was an EF5. When it came through um, Cordova killed 36 people, but their bodies was up in the tornado, and as it came up in the tornado, when it came across Highway 78, it began to spit their bodies out. They recovered 34 bodies on the road over there, scattered out over the road. It kind of run down Highway 78 for a little while, and then it turned at Sipsey, made a little slight jog, and here it come. Our power had been out. We had a tornado that morning at 5 o'clock in the morning that took all of our power lines out. TVA, everything was gone. So we didn't have no power, so we couldn't see nothing on TV or nothing. And my wife, I was sitting here and I saw the tornado over there. So I hollered at her. She was right over there watching TV, and so she come running out, and she was standing beside me, and we was over watching the thing, and this thing is massive. This is tornado number 2 that came to Cullman County that day. There was 34 on the ground at one time. Anyhow, the same tornadoes came to Georgia, so it touched a lot of lives. 300 and something people died in that event. I'm standing there taking pictures, and at 5:10 was the last picture I took. Right to my left, lightning struck a tree over there on my property, and that tree come down and punched a 4-foot hole in my house. In my upstairs up there, broke a 4-foot hole in the house. I thought, hell, it's time to get out of Dodge, man. You know, when I turned my right to tell my woman to run, she already vacated. Time I got around to the front of the house, she was ready to go, and we took up my driveway. When I got up to the corner of the driveway, the tornado was here behind us, and we could see stuff being blown away behind us, and we made a turn in the tree right where I made my turn up there. When I leave out of my house, every time you see me up by that big tree up there, it blowed the top out of it. And the house across the street, it's a 17-room house with 7 gables, 17 rooms, and it took out 1/3 of the house. At that same tornado, it swept across here and took out 1/3 of the house over there. My cousin lives on that other ridge over there, and she had a 3-story brick home, and her house went up in the tornado, and it was deposited over on County Road 35, 2 miles from here. And she lives a half mile that way to the west. And we was without power for 28 days. We cooked right here on the back deck. I had a Coleman stove, butane stove, and we cooked, and we survived. First thing I did, I got up in the house, up there in the house. What I had over there in my garage over there on the other side of the house, I had all these sheets of plywood, marine plywood, that I had intended to at a project I was going to do. So I took my hydraulic jack and went up in the roof and jacked up the trusses, braced the trusses up, used my nail gun and shot, braced it up. Then I went up there and peeled back all the shingles back and laid down that marine plywood. And that's what we did. That was a close call. That's my first experience with an EF5 tornado. Killed a lot of people. That same one went to Cullman and destroyed the city of Cullman. I'm talking about the bank, the police station, the courthouse, everything. Was just, my friends lost everything. But that's one of the little things about living here in the Southeast is the storms. But then think about it. Oh, still drive. I'm seeing text on that screen over there now. When I was 35, Okay. Oh, yeah, that's some of my best years of my life. When I got out of the Army, I had an MOS. I could drive heavy equipment. And my brother was in Korea during the war, my brother Charles, and he was in what's called a Red Ball Express. He hauled fuel. So driving trucks were in our blood. My daddy was a truck driver at the coal mines. And so when I got to the West Coast, I hired on with a company named John De Benedetto. And we ran up and down the West Coast. We hauled cottonseed, we hauled figs, we hauled grapes, we hauled just you name it, we hauled it. We had specially the truck was designed specially to haul whatever product we was hauling. And golly, hauling cottonseed. We used to haul cottonseed from Fireball in Mendota, California, up to Manteca to a processing plant where they would extract the cotton off the seeds. And I would bring back a load of cottonseed. It was something else. And cottonseed, you can't imagine how hot the cotton seeds are when they come out of the mill. And I see my little come here, honey. I'm gonna get her to come around here. She may not speak or whatever. Um, Anyhow, I drove. So we drove up and down the West Coast on the old 99 highway, and they started building a new I-5. Come around over here. They built a new I-5, and somehow we ended up going to Yakima, Washington, driving a truck. Um, they, now tell my wonderful fans out there around the world, have you forgiven old Mac?
That depends.
Oh, what? I thought I bought you tacos.
They could have been better.
My tacos?
Your tacos were better
Delicious. See, I thought I had.
Darn you, Del Taco, for making better tacos.
We went to Washington last year, and she fell in love with Del Taco.
That was in
Del.
Arizona.
Huh?
That was in Arizona.
I know, but we went to Washington, honey, and
we had
all
taco time in Washington. Del Taco in Arizona.
Come on, woman, pinch up on them lips a little bit. Let me finish talking. On the trip to Washington and back down, we got to Arizona. She found Del Taco.
Oh my God, I love Del Taco.
She's like a taco muncher.
Yummy, yummy.
You know, you keep doing this. You know, Motorbomb Virginia can play a guitar, right?
Yeah.
You know what song he's gonna start playing? Man Eater.
Hey, I actually like that song. Thank you.
Well, I mean, he can do a good job of it.
I like that song.
He did Hotel California the other day. It was absolutely perfect.
Can I have my phone back so I can put it on the charger?
You're gonna have to. This damn thing. Give me a little cracker. Look at the little tiny phone.
Well, the thing is,
Hello, I'm a little bitty person with a little bitty phone.
give me my tiny phone.
Take your little phone and first of all, say hello to T-Bone
Hi, T-Bone.
and Motorbomb Virginia.
Hi, Moto.
Ray Ray,
Hi, Ray Ray.
Sick is right.
Oh, hi,
Sick.
Sick.
He's right up in there. 2 before.
Hi, 2-4.
And Name is a wonderful human being.
Name? You never mentioned name before.
Her name is Name. Name is her screen name.
Oh, I saw it in there.
And she's on Live Journey with me.
Oh, okay.
Her and Dragon Queen and a whole bunch of just fine human beings that
Cool.
have nothing but love and care for humanity. They concern themselves with humanity.
Well, that's always a good thing that they
Yeah,
look
yeah.
out for one another.
Do you have anything? T-Bone's little thing, he's got his little series he's going to have.
Oh, no, I haven't seen.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if y'all was up for the early morning Dave show. Angelique, are you?
You are perfect. Oh, thank you.
Oh,
I don't claim to be, but I strive to be.
Don't encourage her.
Encourage all you want.
I'm speaking
Bring
in the
the
wrong
love
phone.
to me.
Don't encourage her.
Bring the love to me. Forget him. It's all about me now.
You're gonna have to get your own channel if you want somebody to follow you. Good God Almighty!
Yeah.
But don't walk like her. She just moves like
I waddle, baby. I waddle. I
Waddle.
waddle like a penguin.
Mm, oh,
I'm still trying to read that.
huh?
I'm still trying to read that.
Okay, read it.
Ah, yay. Thank
Oh,
you.
Dave, this morning, Dave, I know Motorbomb was in there. I don't know how many other people. Dave over in Australia, he's going to do another ride. And he's already planning it up. It's in the planning stage. And yeah, he's going to give us some more content. I followed every mile of his trip across Australia. Now, here's the deal. These people here are well educated, but not everybody knows this. Australia is a big country. I've had people, little narrow-minded people, thought Australia was like an island.
I did.
And they thought we might have owned it. Might have been one of our little islands or something. No, we don't own Australia, and it's a great big country.
Bye.
She's out of here. And I'm glad you finally left. For God's sakes. Drives me crazy. Anyhow, he's fixing to start a new adventure. And that's going to be interesting. That's going to be good. I'm kind of looking forward to that. He puts his heart and soul in what he does. I wish I could just get the message. Just stay on the screen. Hell no, they won't stay there. I can do that all day long. Nothing. That'll poof. They just puff up there and go away. Maybe it's a piece of crap phone I've got. Maybe I have to get a better phone. I bought this for my lawnmower, and it came up missing. I said, oh, well, it must have fell off the lawnmower. 4 or 5 years go by. And what a wonderful, this thing, you put it in there cold in the morning, it stays cold all day long. You put it in there hot, it stays hot. Angelique come in and she said, ain't this yours? She held it up. I said, yeah, that is. She said, I found it in the cupboard. Mom had put it away 4 or 5 years ago. And it just came to the surface. So I was so glad to get my big cup back. Good old distilled water. So she took my phone away, so I really can't see what anybody's saying there. I would give anything if I could just do that. No, I can't. Yeah. I believe the screen got bigger. Oh no. Hope I didn't. Yeah, no. There's messages on there, but it won't stay on the screen. I think it's intended to have the phone turned around the other way, and so all the messages are down at the bottom. I'm doing panoramic, and I could probably turn the phone and reorientate it, and there'd be all kinds of messages in there, but anyhow, I hate to ask the question now, Ray, if you might get a chance to come over this weekend. The weather's going to be beautiful in the 80s, but I won't be able to see the answer, even if I try to hold on to this. Nope, 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 no, sir. Nope, oh, ain't nothing I can do to it. But you can always send me a text or something. Yeah, if you came over, I got an itinerary. I've got it all calculated where we could get it all in, so you wouldn't miss nothing. We could do the Clarkson Covered Bridge first, then slide on out there on the other side of Highway 278 over there and go see the Natural Bridge. cut back to Jasper, have lunch in Jasper at Lynn Garden in Jasper. See, Lynn Garden in Jasper and the Lynn Garden in Cullman, they're owned by the same company. There are quite a few of those Chinese restaurants over here by the same name. And we could eat in Jasper, and then we could slide on down to the Swan Covered Bridge. Now the Swan, you're gonna love. I mean, that Swan. We went over the other day, and the only reason I went early is to see if the river is up or whatever. And we know with this flooding we just had here, they're going to water, but it'll be down by the weekend. I wanted to, Ray, Ray will have a good evening, have a really good supper. I'm the chief cook around here too. But later cousin. Yeah, that is cool. Uh I don't think I'm gonna cook no supper tonight. Probably make sandwiches. When I was a kid, I used to love sandwiches and sweet tea, fried bologna. Oh, I like fried bologna. Bologna. I always say bologna, but I do like fried bologna, and you have to cut it just right so that it don't curl up on you. Um, spam sandwiches in the summer with lettuce and tomato, and sweet tea. My mother always made Louisiana tea. And my mother had this big cast iron kettle, and she'd boil water on the cook stove, the old coal stove. And she'd take she had a little tea can up there that had all of her tea in it. She'd get a handful of tea and throw it in that kettle. And when the tea settled down to the bottom, she would pour the tea over into her big Lipton or big pitcher, big old glass pitcher. And she would cool it down. And oh man, I'll tell you, that was some of the best tea. I think all of our old memories of the days gone by, they're they're just great to recall. You have those that you can, in your most loneliest of times, you can bring back wonderful memories of your brothers and sisters, and all the wonderful meals your mama cooked for you when you were a little boy. We would come in from school. Now my daddy, he set dynamite off in the mines, but he got home at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Now my daddy wanted his supper at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That was supper. And we would be getting off, and we'd be walking, getting out of school, and we'd be walking up, and my brothers could smell the food cooking up at the house, the cornbread in the oven. Oh, we'd run barefooted up that railroad track, get home, and mom would have supper on the table. And because we didn't have no school bus, so we had to walk. It's 2 miles from Blossburg to Pinckney City. And we did that for the 5 years that we went to that school. And what wonderful memories. The old L&N train, the steam train, it ran up and down there, bringing the coal out of all the different mines. And we used to love to hear the old train when she'd be steaming up out of Blossburg. We were a mile or so out of Blossburg, but it was a long grade up out of Blossburg, and he would just be just chugging up through there, you know. And he'd have to pull up to our house, and then they would switch down there in Blossburg, and then he'd back up into another spur that went to another mines and pick up another 20 or 30 cars, because he wouldn't come out of there until he had 100 carloads of, you know, cars full of coal. And, and he would, now he'd have to take the slack out of all them cars, and he'd get his old steam train going, and you'd hear all them couplers all snapping together, clunk, boom, 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 you know. And God, that was a beautiful sound. And sometimes, depending on the length of the train, he'd be just getting started off, and he'd have to sand the track. And that big steel driving wheels, they would spin on the tracks, and it was just a really good time. Well, I promised I'd make this a short one. So I guess the video stayed good. Nobody complained except me. I'm the only one complaining because I can't read the text. It's there. Oh, there's text there. But I mean, I can't read it because of my eyes. I can't read it because it won't stay on the screen. It just comes on and goes right off. Okay, I'll quit fussing about that. But the next time I do a live, I'll be more prepared. You learn every day. It's been Relativo. See y'all Outlaws. Okay, we're going to head over there. Oh, I forgot about, oh, yeah. Thanks, God, for sticking with me. Let me know, Ray, whatever the case. Fried bologna, buddy. I knew I'd have somebody to take me up on a good win right there. You guys have a great day. Catch you all over there at American Outlaws. And thanks for coming and joining in with me. I saw another one flash up there for a second. Oh, I wish it'd come up. Nope, I can't even slide it up to make it stay up. Nope. Hasta la vista, baby. I don't have that manly voice like them guys. I wished I oh, what's that guy's name that's got that damn big ass voice? Oh, great big old mustache, big old, what is his name? I can see him now. Just a one hell of a guy. No, I never will think of it until I turn the thing off, and then it's going to come to me what that guy's name is. But he really, now I didn't come out here showing off with the hat because the sun would have already bleached my little brain out by now if I hadn't had the hat on. But with that, we'll say good evening. God bless. Thank you. Bye-bye.